Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to Astrology Night. This is your podcast for the week starting the 19th of August. I have to say, I'm in Devon, in the fabulous countryside, and it's haymaking season. So if you hear a tractor in the background, it's just overlooking the sea. Try and go with that flow. Anyway, this week is extraordinary and intense, and it all focuses on that full moon in Aquarius. There are two T-squares creating a lot of pressure. We have Uranus making things completely unpredictable, and we have this kind of clash of energy, which is about freedom and restriction with a Jupiter and Saturn square. Fear not, though. All of this has a purpose, and all of this has the potential to utterly free us. At the time, we might be like, rah! We are having this call to freedom, and yet there are other people, experiences, or things within our life that are creating this block. So let's get stuck in. The full moon is in Aquarius, and it says to us, what does freedom mean to you? You might suddenly have a revelation. Certainly, because Pluto is in Aquarius, we are all having an awakening to what freedom means to us and where we want to go, who we want to be. Most importantly, what people we mix with, our belief system, how we want the world to go, and what we think community is. And that is really highlighted with this powerful sense of wanting to break free of restrictions. Unfortunately, but actually fortunately, we are being forced into this position by Saturn and Jupiter to go, okay, freedom and expansion is your destiny. And yes, you are going through a vibrational shift that's leading you to where you're meant to be, your life purpose. But are you like fantasizing, not being practical? Are you trying to run too fast towards it? Because if you do, it might not work out the way that you want. So Saturn, which is in spiritual Pisces, is saying, use your intuition with this, but most importantly, structure these changes. If you put the structure in, if you are led by your soul compass, you're not going off on a tangent, trying to get rich quick, trying to transform yourself quickly, trying to be a spiritual guru after 1 month. It's about going, it's exciting to reach my destiny. It's exciting to explore freedom. And I'm going to do that in such a practical way, using my intuition as well as being practical to reach my goal. And if we do that, amazing. It leads us to this treasure and true freedom without any glitches, without being imprisoned by the mistakes we make along the way. Now, on top of this, Jupiter square Saturn, and on top of the fact that it's this fabulous, inspiring, enlightening full moon that will give us all the clues we need on how to go forward, we also have two T-squares. What are T-squares? It's about intense pressure. We are being made to face the music, if you like, face the music of the things that we are doing, the restrictions that we've put in place that are holding us back. And also, if we put a compromise in some way or are around external structures that are holding us back, it's going to really piss us off, excuse the language. The temptation will be to just fight to get free. But Saturn in Pisces is quite clever because it's quite empathetic, it's quite compassionate, highly spiritual, and it's saying use your intuition and your compassion in difficult situations. There is no point trying to kick the door down to freedom, much as you might be tempted. With Mercury retrograde as well, there can be a lot of misunderstandings. You can have a very clear vision of your future, but translating that to other people, they might not get it straight away. Don't worry. This full moon is saying, don't rush. If you rush, it's problematic. So express your desires very clearly. Think about it, journal it, talk about it to those people that really get you, but don't make any firm decisions necessarily, particularly if someone else is saying, oh, yeah, I can get you to your destination really quickly. Come with me. I will take you there so quickly, because it could be that they're actually talking crap and it will distract you off the path, just like in The Wizard of Oz. So be clear, be open to the fact that, honestly, you are going through such a huge vibrational shift. We all are. We are seeing the future without all that horrible Capricorn energy of the patriarchy holding us back and telling us that we can only behave in this way. We are feeling what community is going to be like, and we're really seeing it, but it's not quite time. I mean, I don't know if you could say this astrologically, but from my point of view, from my perspective, because we have Pluto going back into Capricorn, we're not quite finished in that journey. The end of that is coming by the end of the year, and then Pluto is fully in Aquarius, and then we're truly free. So basically, we're tying up loose ends and we're doing the work, and it can feel irritating. There's also a lot of external chaos thanks to Uranus and these T-squares. We may see some massive drama as early as Monday, actually, where something extremely surprising happens and shocking. The last time I felt this was when the Trump assassination was, right? So whatever is happening in the external world is going to be like, where did that come from? And there is drama and there is conflict. But remember, the key message of all this is that we can see our route to freedom. We may feel like we're digging a tunnel with a spoon, but we know the way out. We've got the plan, and it's a question of implementing the plan using Saturn, actually, to structure ourselves on the way out. Now, when Jupiter and Saturn have this square, it is stop and start, freedom and restriction. But I don't think it's a bad thing, because I think whenever Jupiter's involved, it always brings us something some next horizon, some bigger vision that we haven't seen before. So ultimately, it rewards us and it gives us this incredible energy. Even though you might find this annoying at the time, really go into your soul and see the wonder and magic. The fact that we can start to see a future of freedom, and that is lit up for us to go and get. That is the gift of what's going on. Yep, strap yourself in. It might be a bumpy ride. If you feel that, you're not dealing with it in the moment, this too shall pass. And ultimately, I still think there's going to be a lot of treasure in it, a lot of wonder, a lot of magic, a lot of connections with other people. It's just how we handle it, which, that can sometimes be the tricky thing. But I believe in you. The universe believes in you. And this is a moment of liberation, without doubt. It is the start of liberation one way or the other. And again, we might see that in the world. Something dramatic happens for us to get to freedom, or, some very restrictive, horrible thing happening, which makes the world wake up even more and go, no, this is enough now. We are a community. We have to do better. Let's end injustice. So it's going to be incredible. Let's see what the tarot got to say. The Knight-Waite Tarot, my beloved deck. And thank you so much for the love for that, by the way. Right, let's give it a little shuffle. As Saturn is in Pisces, it's great to use your intuition when I pull a card. Look out for what you feel when I talk about that card. What springs to mind when I mention the themes of the card? Let's go then. The first card that's going to help navigate us through this week is the Four of Pentacles. You might feel as if you're holding on for dear life and you need to block everything out. Now, I understand that for this week, but generally it's not a good thing to do. When you look at the Four of Pentacles, that person is blocking all their chakras. The energy flow becomes stagnant. If you overprotect yourself, what happens is the good can't flow. You're not creating any space for that freedom. In fact, the Four of Pentacles is kind of almost the opposite of freedom. It's like, oh, I'm not moving. I'm just going to stay here. So yes, if you feel that, make sure it's temporary. Protect yourself a little bit, but don't hang on too tightly. Next card. Oh, the Queen of Wands. That could not be more perfect, because the Queen of Wands is going to break through that Four of Pentacles and burst through the block with energy, with passion. And look at that rod. Look at all the leaves there. New life is forming, new passion is forming, and that block will not last long. Have the faith that you embody the Queen of Wands. And she's a queen. She's not a knight and she's not a page. She's a queen, baby. And that is you awakening. The next card is the King of Pentacles. Be practical, which is what Saturn's trying to tell us. But remember, you have the King of Pentacles within you. You can be your own authority with yourself, and you can create abundance, and you can feel grounded at this time. It's a question of balance between all of those energies. We also have the Three of Cups. Surround yourself with people that want to bring joy into your life, because even if everything's gone a bit wonky, you're feeling like, oh, all these things are going on. People are contagious. If you've got the people around you that have got your back and love you, then you will feel the flow of the universe and the wind beneath your wings. So make sure that you balance with mixing with the right people. Finally, the Nine of Pentacles. You are building so much wonder, and remember how far you've come. Look at all you've learned. Look at all you've grown. Look how far you've come in the past few years. No doubt 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, there are elements in your life now that you would have bitten off your own hand to get. So, you know, give yourself the honor of knowing and respecting your journey at this time. Finally, the Strength card. The Strength card says, be gentle with yourself, and when dealing with problems, know that your life force is strong, you're being protected, and the universe has got your back. Also, that strength isn't brute force. Strength is gentle and strength is kind. I'm actually going to do one more card. Kathy's saying no because she can't cut it in, but I feel that there's one more card to come. So let's see. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, baby. The Holy Grail of emotion. Trust the unconditional love the universe has for you. Know that after all this stress, you're going to have a really beautiful emotional connection and experience, and your emotions are going to be free. Love is all around us, and love is coming through. In fact, the more tension we're experiencing, the more we're going to see the people that love us and support us and who are the right ones for us to be free with together. That tractor is very symbolic of us trying to get on with things, and there's some irritating byproduct in the background. But you know what? That tractor's doing important work, so I'm rolling with it, and I hope you forgive me for that. So much love, my darlings. Leave me a message on my YouTube. Email me, support@michelleknight.co.uk. I want to know what's going on with you. So much love.